Hi, I'm Dr. Rajani. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going through my top 3 ways to get your cheek contour, glow, angles, and the basis for this is my video a lot of people had questions on, which was get your celebrity cheeks, angles and golden ratios. So there's many facets to the cheek, the front of the cheek, the high lateral cheek. We go through it in that video, but I'm going to give you my top 3 methods to get a beautiful cheek. It's not just all about fillers. There's other ways to do it. We'll learn in this video. I'll also, in the notes below, in the description, I'll have the links to the other videos that are pertinent for people to watch if they want to dive deeper into it. They want to get into the minutiae, study the angles, the golden ratios that we always talk about, and learn more about beauty. I have a whole series on how to create beauty, so I'll put those below in the description. But for today, let's dive into this Raji's quick clip in 3 seconds. Number 3 is platelet-rich fibrin. How do you go wrong when you can take your own blood product that's all natural, spin it down, and you get the growth factors and what recruits your mesenchymal stem cells? Meaning, if you cut yourself, the skin rejuvenates. If you put those concentrated factors that bring those stem cells from within your body, because remember, it has to create skin. It's pretty amazing to think that your body can create other parts of your body from what? From the stem cells, from the cells that aren't yet differentiated into hair, into nails, into your heart and other things. So what you're doing with PRF is taking that blood product and injecting it as you would a filler. Now, how did I learn this? Doing a lot of PRF, and I do a lot of plasma sculpt, and if people want a boost from the PRF, you can certainly add PLLA, poly-L-lactic acid, or sculptor to it. That's what I do with plasma sculpt. But this is about PRF alone, your own body's product. And I'd spin people's blood down, and I'd be doing plasma lip, plasma brow, plasma glow. You can watch those. And I'd have extra left because some people just produce more. I'd say, oh, let's just put it in your cheeks. And they come back 2, 3, 4 months later and they're like, wow, my cheeks look great, doc. What did you put in there? It's plumping a little bit. It's got a little bit of glow, a little flare to the cheek. And so what I learned is platelet-rich fibrin over the years, I've learned it's much more powerful than we think and gives a great result. So it can be put in cheeks alone. Now, if you want the sharpest, baddest high cheek, Bella Hadid video cheek that we did, you're going to use something with a high G prime like a filler. But if you want a subtle, nice, rejuvenated cheek that helps with wrinkles and fine lines and even crow's feet, then just using PRF alone, which is what we're talking about, because I want to make these treatments that most people can get and have access to, is a great way. So that's your number 3. Now, number 2, let's go to PDO threads. A lot of people are going to say, PDO threads, what's that have to do with the cheek? I have a whole video, don't fill the folds. And in there I talk about not filling the nasal fold, but actually coming up with the thread and lifting the cheek up. The reason is the fat at the edge of the fold, and a lot of people are going to relate to this. So, oh, that's why I have this thing hanging over the front of my face, which is the fat pad grows. So the fat hair hypertrophies, you get atrophy of this fat pad. So lifting it with a barbed, or better yet, I almost only use molded now. The world is going to molded PDO sutures, in my opinion. So the molded sutures give more lift, they're better, they last longer, can lift up and give you that cheek by bringing that tissue up to where it was, and taking the fat, in a sense, from where you didn't want it and just moving it up a little bit towards the anterior cheek. It won't get up, of course, to fill the high lateral, but that little bit of lift does make the high lateral look better, but it's mainly for the area just at the canthus of the eye, or the eye comes together at the edge. But that's what a lot of people want. And it's a little more lateral for a female, a little more to the front for a male in general, although a lot of males now do want a slightly higher cheekbone as well. So PDO threads is my number 2. Let's dive right in to number 1, and you guessed it, it's dermal filler. Everyone wants cheek filler, and everyone says people are walking around looking like cats because they're doing too much filler. And I saw a celebrity on TV, actually a news anchor, do you call them celebrities? I don't know. But she was on, I'll give you this much of it, on CNBC for many, many years. I saw her last night, bloated face. She's probably 20 years removed from when I first saw her on CNBC, and she's on another network now. But bloated face, larger lips, a lot of volume. People try and put too much filler in, and that gives the unnatural look. And you're gonna look at that person and people aren't going to like fillers. They're gonna say, that's a filler puffy face. So using a judicious amount of filler, just the right amount to get a high cheek, a little anterior cheek, but not the whole face, can really make a nice defined look. It's accessible. Two are approved and readily available, such as Restylane Lift and Juvederm Voluma. Watch my video on those. But Hollywood Cheeks is another great one, or 5-minute Cheeks is another good video you can watch of mine to watch the procedure being done, see what it does for the patient, see a nice before and after picture. But also Celebrity Cheeks is going to show you what angles we can create and what might be right for you, so you have a good idea. But cheek filler certainly has to be number one, and for many people, not that expensive. What does that mean? Sometimes we talk money here. Everything's $2,000 up. A facial rejuvenation, think $3,000 to $5,000. One of our viewers here said, oh, he had gotten in the UK, paid €2,000 for some Volux along the jawline, and he had 4 vials, and he said, wow, I hardly see a difference. That's not even a teaspoon of product, and that's 4 vials. So for a cheek, what's the average in the studies? It's usually somewhere from 3 to 6 vials. So you can figure, for many people, sure, they may need a vial per side, but you're still at around almost $2,000 for that. So understand, yes, there's some money involved. It's a lot longer lasting than people think. Cheek filler is my number one. Go watch those videos on angles. Watch the procedure being done. Do you like your cheeks filled? Did you like the result? Did you have them done? Are you scared to do it? Comment here. We all learn from your comments to keep our skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.